Hi guys, and welcome to another Train Sim World. It's not Wednesday, I know, but Tees Valley DLC has just been launched today, and courtesy of Watford Trebor, we've got the DLC. He kindly gifted it to me, so we're gonna have a go. Now I've done the tutorial, which is like 5 minutes for the class 37, which is this baby, and we're gonna jump on. This is Tubeliner Diversion. This scenario is, and this is the first of 5. I'm probably going to run them back to back on this one. We're going to jump inside because it's kind of wet and cold out. So yeah, how you doing, mate? You all right? How are you today? I know it says turn on the master key. We'll turn on the master key. We'll do that. There you go. And now it's going to tell me how to do all the brakes. But before we do that, I'm going to put the heating on because it's wet and cold. So here's the heaters. Do you want yours on, mate? I'll pop yours on as well. There you go. Right, so we've got the heater on. Got to stay warm and toasty. So this one's about 60 minutes long. It'll probably take me a little bit longer. But we're going to set up the locomotive. So that's that brake. We're going to set the forwarder. And then we're going to set the brake to running. I put it to release and then it goes to running. And then we're going to release that one. There's a thing there. We're going to before we get going, put some wipers on as well. I'll put yours on as well, mate, because I'm nice like that, not full whack. About there. Right. So we got to apply some throttle. We don't want to apply too much though. Probably about 20 to 25%, I'd say. That gets moving. It's a heavy train, but we don't want wheel spin. Oh, we're getting wheel spin, see? I've put too much on. It'll get going. We're alright, no, we've got too much on. We'll put about 10% on. 20% is obviously too much at the start. There you go. So we've got to go via location, South Bank. This is actually the 3rd time I've started to record this, by the way. I started, and I wasn't happy, so I thought I'll restart, and then OBS crashed. Which is typical. So I had to reboot the PC. But we're here now on this wet day, which is not usual. Like if I look outside my window now, it's nice and sunny outside in real life for a change. I mean as usual, yeah. Right, we can apply a bit more power now. Let's get her up to about 10 miles an hour. So I haven't actually done the scenario. I've literally started the train up and that was about it. And we're going to see how it goes with my usual flair of not being able to drive the train properly. I'm fully trained. I've had my 5 minutes tutorial. There we go, we'll pop that on. I had 5 minutes training, mate. Are you worried? I would be. Yeah. Right, he's clipping through the wheel. I'm going to move him down a bit. It's like little things like that like irritate me. It's like moving back a bit. Make him a bit smaller. Do something so that it doesn't do that. Look at this. So I'll show you the outside of the train, by the way. There's our train, class 37. There's a class 08 back there, look. There's a 101 going past. That's your 3 trains you got for this scenarios. He seems so short, bless him. I put him down so far. Does that actually, like, if I put him right back up? He is shorter than me. I just think he looks funny though, look. He can't see over. Oh, mate. Sorry. But it's funny. I could do mine, but, well, I'm not that fussed. Mine's alright. As long as I can see the dials, I'm happy. We'll plod along this bit. We'll be able to do 20 miles an hour in 600 yards. Wow, I say in 600 yards. I've got to get the back of the train past that point. So I always think these are a little bit, like, silly. Because like in real life, how would you know where the back of your train is? It's like a long thing. Well, like it could be a mile long. Not in the UK, although you may get a mile long train in the UK. I very much doubt it. we're not really set up for those ones. Oh, we're going over to the right. I like that. It's lovely and warm in here now. I'm liking it more like real life. You can daisy change the 37s together, by the way. I don't know if you can do it in game, but like the tutorial had two of them wired up together. One is like a slave unit, which I thought was quite good. Right, we've got a bit of a gradient now, so I'm going to apply a little bit more power to get us up and over. Only a 1.3% gradient. Probably on about 25%, I reckon, to get a little bit more increase in speed. Well, we might need a bit more. We're still dropping in speed. Do 33%, so we won't get that speed going up. It's still going down at the moment. There we go. Now we're going up. Just a case of balancing that throttle. Release it a bit. So I like between here and a bit up a bit more. We've got our gauges on the bottom. So top left gauge, whether you see the 5 gauges, is the speed 8. Bottom right is our brake pressure gauge. They're the two that we really want to keep an eye on. When I say brake pressure, that's like the applied pressure, I think, from what I can make out. It seems to work. Okay, that's not bad. We could probably release a bit more speed now. Oh no, we can go a bit quicker now. To apply a bit more power. Ah no, we've lost a lot of speed there. Flattening out a bit. You want to hear the horn? The horns are terrible in this game. I mean, they sound realistic, but they're like, it's just a terrible horn. You press it and it's like, oh, can I work? I won't work. Maybe that's what they're like in real life. Alright, let's cut the power to on. You have to play between the brake. Now you see the bottom right gauge, you see the pressure went up, you see, and then you release it and it goes down. So we're going to have to twiddle with the brake pressure here for a little bit, so we don't want to go speeding. So between first application and off, just to hover us around the 20. Like surely you should be able to hold a lever to a certain amount. I don't mind us going into the yellow a little bit. This is very still worky. This is how I wanted to do Transport Fever, but we haven't quite got there because we haven't got the right mods, unfortunately. Next light is red, so we've got to be a bit careful, so I'm going to slow down a bit more. Within 800 yards, we cannot go past. I'm assuming there's something in front of us that's going to get out of the way. release those all the way. We're moving across to the left track, which is fine. We're still within our speeds, 600 yards. Can you change colour? I mean, I can't believe I've done that good, that I've caught like everything up. I might have done. It's unlikely though. I think it's just scheduled trainage, like moving about. Looks like we're probably, I know it says go via though, so we're either going to stop in about 400 or plus yards, or that's going to change by the time we get there. I mean, we're only doing 10, so that's not too bad. Oh, no, it's going yellow. Going yellow, so I can apply some more power now. I don't mind, because he's only just gone yellow, I don't mind slowly building up the speed either, because it'll give whatever's in front of us a chance to get out of the way, which could be this guy. It could have been him coming across, you see. Or it could be us needing to go across and we had to wait for him to get out of the way. It's one or the other. Or there's something in front of us. Or something else that I haven't thought of. It could be anything like that. So we've got a green light now, which means he's out of the next section as well, which is good. Go via the next location, which is 2.4 miles. We've got a yellow light as well, so I'm going to ease off a little bit. Plus we've got a bit of a curve here. I mean, it's saying I can do it at this speed, because otherwise it would have complained. Which I'm surprised it's joining at 20. Normally we get restrictions. Are we going to go over to the left or stay on the right? Going over to the left. Nice. So look how my trains do it. Doing just fine. Okay, all on one track. Oh no, that one. Right, we can apply some power now, look. Build up some speed. Again, I'm not worried about doing it too fast. Or too slowly. We got time. We're just chilling. Actually, we're a bit toasty because we've got the cab heaters on. We've got all 4 cab heaters on. I don't know if there are 4, but there's 4 switches. So I'm not going to head up to 60 because like in 0.7 it's just slow down. There we go. Pile on the speed a bit now. In 900 yards, please take your next exit. No, don't do that. Steady cruise in the rain. Plodding along like you would. .400 yards, slow down to 50, well, speed up to 50. Yards. Oh, 15. We gotta hang on. I'm gonna put full service on here. That's not a lot of time to slow down to 15. Is that going to do it? It probably will. That was a bit... Yeah, I still got the brakes on. I put a lot of brake on there. Gotta wait for the brake pressure to go back down. Oops-a-daisy. Alright, here we go. Gotta get it going again now. Well, at least we didn't like come off the rails. That's good. Right, anyway, Tees Valley line. I've just pulled up the page. We have got 27 miles of this route of the Tees Valley between Darlington and Salton by the Sea. There you go. We've got a Class 37 in the BR Train Load Metals livery, which is the one we're in. We've got a Class 08, which is BR Corporate Blue, Fornaby livery. And then the BR 101 free car in the BR Corporate Blue and Grey livery. There you go. What we got? We've got 3 trains and 27 miles of track. We've got a hopper wagon and a steel carrier wagon, which is what we've got on now, I think. So far, so good. A little bit of a stoppage there, which wasn't quite planned. I kind of hit the brakes a bit too enthusiastically. It's better to do that than to, as I say, come off the rails. A little bit quicker now. Don't want to be spinning the wheels. I'm too overcautious with this, aren't I? Like, if you watch the professional channels, like that know about trains, they're like, bam, done it. There's no messing about. I'm a little bit like, ooh, we're gonna crash. Let's take it up gingerly to a 20 mile an hour. About there. A little bit of an incline, only 0.3% though. I sound professional when I do that, you see. Sounds good. Yes, apparently we got route maps, newspaper bundles, electric cabinets and broken lights of the collectibles on this one. I doubt we're going to find them like this. We're going to have to probably like grab the 101 light. We're down to 15 again in 1.6 miles. It was about 4 gig download, by the way. It wasn't small. This game's going to end up huge, isn't it? If you think how many I've got already, if they're all 4 or 5 gig each, jeepers, you're going to need I'm going to need a couple of terabytes just to put this game on at the end of the day. Around the side here, this looks quite good and interesting. Let's have a look outside. Trying to have a look at the station with him. There's a map there, I can see it. Alright, hang on, just going to apply a little bit of breakage. It said 15 mile an hour at one point, but that seems to have disappeared now. These look like the mod that we've got for train depots in Thingy. Even though that's not a train depot, but they like look like we could have warehouse buildings. They could be truck depots actually, thinking about it. They could put it there. Slim can't see the dials. There we go. Down a little bit. There you go. Nice and square. I like that. 5.5. We've got to stop at the next one. Eagles Cliff. That doesn't sound good. I probably will go over. I think we're following another train because it keeps on getting yellow and then green, but that could be its normal practice. Like, I still don't get all the signalling and that. I've got to have that display up. It's kind of annoying. I mean, if you learnt the route, then fair enough. Like, you could probably have all of that turned off and it'll look great and it'll look, oh look, Slim's a professional, but like, you'd have to really learn the route. So you'd have to like be up and down here every day for like a month. Well, for me it would be. For you guys, about 20 minutes, maybe 25. So that's just like, that looks good. He's got a double one going, and there's the hoppers that we haven't got yet. We haven't tried. Which are cool. I like that. I'm going to try, it's not gone well today so far with this, but I'm going to try and record like all 5 scenarios. Probably not today, but if I record them over today and tomorrow and maybe Sunday, depending on time restraints, then possibly you'll get them like today and the next 4 days, like all in a row. That's what I'm thinking of. Let's get some content out for Dovetail, because I've still got like 3, 6, 10, 14, 18, 23 more scenarios on all the old ones. So we've still got plenty of content we can do each Wednesday. Which is like 5 months worth of content. And they'll bring out another DLC. And then there's the service routes. We could just load up a service route. Oh no, where are you going? I want to go right. I want to go that way. I think it goes around that way anyway. That's a shortcut though. It's interesting though. We may have to do that on a map somewhere. That'd be interesting. Like have a long sweeping bend but then cut it in with some yards. It's still a slow limit along here though. I'm expecting like a HST to go flying past in a minute. I don't think it's got a HSD in it, it'd be a 101. Oh, yeah, right. And a 35-mile-an-hour limit, that's good. But it's still 2 miles away. It's like half the distance to our destination. And then it's going to say speed up, and then we'll have barely enough time to get to 35, and then we'll have to slow down again. Like everybody's getting slim. All you do is moan. But you know what I mean. It's like, let's just get some speed on. Little bit more power. Yeah, there's a 101 now, look. He's doing at least 100, I'd say. He's not doing 100, but he's going faster than me. I like these big yards. Look at all this. The wagons. I love this. I think it's while we're getting past all these yards, we've got a little bit of... Look at all these... Look at that. How many tracks? That's nice. Oh, you alright, mate? Turn his on there, bless him. Look at all them. These are, what's the name? 50-foot wagons. Get it lined up again nicely. About there. There we go. Release the dogs of war, or the brake pressure pipe thingy majig. Yeah. But my horn's not working. Where's my horn? I've got a broken train. It says authentic and detailed sound recordings recorded from the real locomotives. It's not working. I'm just saying. Like, please, Dovetail. Like, every time you release a DLC, just a little bit longer. Take a little bit longer. Have a week. Just a little bit more QA. Send them to me. Like, I'll test them for you. I'll give you a bit of feedback on what's working and what's not working. Like, the fact I'm speeding slightly. It's only a smidge, there you go. What's that about? What is it? Surely it should be dead. It should be just work. Something's not right. Look, now they're not working again. I'm pressing the same button, I promise you. But you can see it says horn on, horn high. That should be high pitched. I'm not doing anything different. 900 yards we can speed up. I reckon we can probably just roll into that now. Might even gonna get a little bit of overspeed beforehand. Another station. So I feel like if they've got to stop there, we should be able to go a bit quicker. This is typical of British Rail. It's all the freight stuff doesn't get priority. It's all the passenger stuff. It's the wrong way round, in my mind. You see, in my mind, if they did it the other way around, it's because of the volume of use. Not many people ship goods by rail in the UK compared to the amount of passengers that are shipped. Therefore, I think if you like switch the priority around and reduce the prices a bit and gave more priority, you might ship more by freight, and therefore you could possibly reduce the prices on passengers because things would just, I don't know. I'm talking twaddle probably. Alright, back end should come through there any minute. About 5 minutes time maybe. And then we've got a 45 as well. I'm going to start. There we go. Start piling on the power. I'm going to be ready on that brake again now. I just need to be... Alright, let's give it the beams now. Yeah. Horrid rever. Oh, look, we're slipping. Drop power a bit. Shouldn't really be slipping. I mean, we've got to increase because as you can see the little power meter thing is above the centre point. Not by a lot, but then it's wet and windy. We've got a couple of miles to go. $50, I'd love it if we could get to 50. We're not going to though. Might make 35, 40. Might. I doubt we will. You alright there, mate? I know you got your woolly jumper on because it's cold. Now we're getting a little bit of speed outlet. 34. Going on 35. There we go. That's better. We've got a yellow coming up. I might be catching the train in front. See, we're just about to hit the 40 mark, which is good. I mean, we're on max power and we're barely leveling off there. I can't go any higher. We have got a 0.5 gradient going up. .2 miles. Okay, it's still yellow, that's alright. One mile. Ooh, it's getting close. .9. I'm gonna risk it for a biscuit. 0.8. Oh, it's getting close. Next light's the yellows are like 0.7. I'm going to cut the power. And we're coast, which means we'll start slowing down a little bit. Oh, it's a wall there. I thought that was a river then. First application, let's start slowing it down. Bring her into the yard nice and gently. Yeah, we're going to have to slow down a bit more. Okay, it looks like we're going to park her alongside a station, which is unusual, although I have seen it. Brake pressure comes up. Too much. Oh no, it stopped. It stopped. Okay. It's undergoing structural, so all services south are being diverted via Darlington. Okay. Can I go? I can go. It's a green light. There we go. Stop at Darlington Goods. That's over there. Okay. I feel like I should get out here and have a look around. Oh, you're getting wet. Sorry, I shall get out your way. Oh, too much. Too much. Wheel spin. There we go. About that much. Obviously, as you increase in speed, you need to increase the power, because, like, you'll get, say you put 20% on, you'll get to the point where that 20% isn't going to give you more power, so it'll only take you so fast. So then you have to apply more power to get it moving a bit more. Wow, this cannot be 45 around here. See, that's interesting. That wouldn't be able to get a slip switch in there. And that goes across. So maybe I should do that more. I mean, I'm forever thinking, oh, if I can do it, I'll get a switch in. On Transport Fever I'm talking about, lads, in case you don't watch my Transport Fever. Like I think most of you probably do. Oh, I've done a lot of Train Sim World. Like yesterday we did the live stream of 3 hours, and then I probably carried on playing it for about 3 or 4 hours after that, getting the rest of the collectibles. I managed to do Great Western. Great Western Railway is now 100% complete of scenarios and collectibles. I mean, there's loads of services on it, so we can always go back and do a service run. Right, this is a fair old bit of distance we're going to cover now. Full power. It's almost like we're struggling, you know. I like the screenshots. You know, people, everybody stand back from the platform edge, because you probably won't get sucked off at this speed, but like, you never know, you could trip and fall. You could. So we can do 60 here. Oh no, it's going to drop to 50. See, it's going to be another one of those where it's going to go down to 15 again, I'll bet. Oh, this route is completely new and alien to me. I'm keeping my eye on every gauge. It's struggling to pick up any speed though. And we've only got like 0.5% increase, which is nothing. Well, I suppose it's like Mount Everest for a train. But it's like we're not picking up any speed. Like we've got the brakes released, we've got full power on. There you go, we made an extra mile per hour. There's probably better ways to get you going at the start so that you get by the time you get to any hill, you've got more of a chance to go over it at speed. I don't think we're that far off though. It must be hard with railways as well because you can't really do a diversion. Like there's times where it is like, sorry, can't go down that bit of track. We've got stoppages. But we got you some coaches for you to sit on all day. I know normally your journey would only take like 2 hours, but today it's going to take 7 because you're going to be sat in traffic. But you'll be in a nice coach, be comfy, be packed, but be comfy, and yeah, you're probably going to miss your appointment if you had one. There we go. Now we're getting a bit of speed going. That. I'm going to keep an eye on that green light situation. Look, 2.5 miles, 30. I knew it. As soon as we get up to any decent speed, it's taking us ages to get to 40, and we're not even at 40. And in 2.4 miles, we're going to slow it back down again. I'm hoping I've released this video on the day of the thing, but like it didn't come out until the afternoon, and I'm recording it. It's like 4 PM already, and I've got to upload it yet. By the time that uploads and processes, you're either going to get it late tonight or tomorrow. If I don't get it released Thursday, I'll release it Friday. Just so you know, but you know that already because the video will be released and I'm talking to you. See, I knew that. Let's go. Bypass. See, that worked. First you meant to do it while you're out of the train. I think the drizzle is slowing down as well, I don't know. What do you guys think? Well, you can't tell me, you're not here. 1.4 miles, we've got to start slowing down. Well, we've got to slow down before 1.4 miles, so we'll slow down about a mile. He says. We only need it on like initial application because it's going to slow down way early. I'm going to have to find the percentage where it's going to sit around 30 miles an hour. I've got the throttle on, but we will be slowing because we're going up a gradient. Maybe I've cut the power too soon. alright, Ralph? There's Ralph in that train. I had to wait for him to get closer because I wasn't sure, and I had to like just check, like visually inspect his face. It was Ralph. Not Reg. Reg looks similar. He often wears the same jumper. I'm wondering if we're going to switch tracks here. Right. Okay. That's because we're going left. Alright, we're a little bit over. That's alright. Okay, that sorted that out. We got to stop at the next one as well. Oh my god. Should be able to speed up again in a minute once the back end gets through that section there. What I should have done was the 8 key. And when it gets past that marker, which is about now, there you go, I can then increase the throttle. I'm dropping the hammer. No, you're not. I just did. Luckily, I wear steel toe cap boots and it didn't hurt my foot. Yeah. Make sure if you're going to drop a hammer on your foot to have steel toe caps on. Just saying. You won't break your feet then. Incidentally, like, my trainers that I wear all the time, that's really comfortable, they have got steel toe caps in them. They're more like work trainers. They're stylish as well. Oh, that's just the, like where it's raining. I thought they were in the sky then, but it's not. It's the grass field because it's raining and it's like waterlogged. Right, again, we're gonna have to slow down in 2.3 miles, but that's 2.3 miles. So we're gonna keep the power on, keep going. According to my estimations, there should be about, I'm going to say, 12 to 15 minutes. But we're probably a little bit behind, so it's probably nearer the 15 or over. I don't think we've done too bad. We had one bit where we stopped the train because I applied too much brake. That's operator error. Can't blame that on the game. Overall, we haven't done too bad so far. Got to add that in. You've got to add so far. Why do you have to add so far? So you can sit on it because sofas are comfy. Yeah, see? Bad joke that was. Kind of. We've only got to drop 10 miles an hour, which isn't too bad. I think we can go further than a mile. We did that quite easy last time. Oh, next one's a yellow though. So slowing down early gives us the time, gives the other guy time to get out of the way. We'll do that. We're on a flat. start slowing her down. We've got plenty of time. Just figured we'd take it nice and chilled and relaxed. Release the brakes because we're below 35. Got a yellow light. Another yellow light, that's good. We're still way too early. It's like we're 600 yards too early. But my way of thinking is if we do it early, it gives the train ahead a bit more time to get out of the way, which means we're not going to, hopefully, touch wood. That was wood, by the way. There you go. Hopefully, we won't get in the position where we have to stop the train. This corner. Oh, coming up to a 30 as well. That's alright, because I'm kind of doing 30 already. I thought it was a red then. I was like, ah, it's nice as yellow. See, that makes no sense. That's red. That's definitely red on the left. Oh, the next one's red. Okay. We kind of got to stop at the next one anyway, which is fine. Chance it a bit longer. Oh, now why should we be able? Why I never said 20 anywhere there? I dovetail. This is a nice area. I think this is probably where we got to park up. I don't know though. I might have to go further. Because at least it doesn't say. Well, it does say stop, I suppose. I'm wondering if this is the end of the line. Technically, I think this is just the diversion bit. I hope they haven't like put in like the instructions. Oh, it's 60 minutes long, but you got a diversion that's going to add an hour to it because like that would be a bit of a. There we go. Wrong button I was pressing. Get that. A mile. There you go, that do. Oh, great work. You'll need to wait here for the path to proceed. Here for a path to proceed. That's alright. We can do that. We can wait. I don't know how long we're going to wait though. Oh, apparently that long. It's done. Yay! That was under an hour. So he did that 6 minutes quicker than what it says, which is good. Guys and girls, if you've liked this episode, hit the like button. Feel free to comment down below. Tips, ideas or questions, chuck them down below and I will get back to you as soon as I can. I will put all the usual links for Facebook, Twitter, Twitch and Patreon along with Discord in the video description. Most importantly, Make sure you're subscribed to the channel and share the odd video out. I'll be back again tomorrow with another one of these, hopefully, if I can upload it in time. But until then, it's goodbye from me for now. Bye-bye.